Hey, what's up, guys? I've got the. We're going to work on the T-Boss 550 today. Should just
Wow.
be a simple little upgrade. I've got these LED bulbs. They should be the correct ones. From what I could find, I wasn't actually able to find like the exact bulb, like specification, I guess you could say, for what this machine takes. So I pulled it out and looked at it, and I kind of compared it, and I think I got the right ones, which are H4, I believe. H, for some reason I thought they were H3, but it may be H4. And I chose these ones basically because the package looked the coolest. So you know that they're going to be good because of that, right? So I really like how these are designed in Japan but assembled in Chin. That's that's a great place to be assembled in. So let's bust these things open real quick. These were, I think, $34 on the Amazon. See manual. 2 bulbs, instructions. Let's see. So I guess these are adjustable. Like the beam is adjustable. I don't. It looks like they want it. Okay. 9 and 3 o'clock. I don't know. We probably don't need that. So here's what we got in the box. 2 of these fellers here. So like I said, I think this is the right one. These may not fit. I may have to send them back because I couldn't find. I even took the old bulb out and like there was no markings on it, so I don't even know what it was. I just tried to kind of compare the bases here. So I don't know. We're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna move the camera and put you down there, front and center, and we'll see if we can get these things going. I guess first, before we go putting these in, let's look at the before. These are the low beams, and if anyone else has this machine, you can probably attest to this. These do absolutely nothing. You're literally better off holding your cell phone flashlight out of the side of the thing. These do absolutely nothing. They're marker lights, I guess, more than anything. The high beams actually do okay. Let's turn them things on here real quick. Switch right here. So the high beams, they actually do okay at night. Not great. Definitely not great. But they're actually somewhat usable. So hopefully this will make a huge difference. I've got the big light bar already. Whoa, the camera almost fell. I got the big light bar right there. And these 2 little LED side markers I put on. Those suckers, I mean, you can see everything with these. Like it's not even a question. Go ahead and kill the ignition. I'm gonna put you guys right up in here. We're gonna be working right. Let's see here. We're gonna be working right there. That comes off like that, and that's where the bulb is. So let's get to it. All right. So we got our bulbs. We know this is where we need to go. That black thing just pulls off. That's where it actually, it's plugged in right here too. So getting it on is a bit of a pain. But this thing just slides off just like that. And you can see in there, where the tabs on the bulb go. Right here's the bulb in there. This lock ring just comes off like a quarter turn, slides right off. And then the bulb itself just comes out. Boom. Easy. But yeah, believe it or not, there was nothing on here to identify the bulb type that I could find. So let's see. Kind of hard to match these up. Okay, we got a big one and two little ones. I do believe we're in business. I do believe. Should just be a super simple popper right back in. Although, is this going to go over? This is what locks it in. Let me work on this off camera for a minute and see if there's a way for this lock ring to attach to this because of this big fan and stuff in here. Let me work on that, and if I can get it figured out, I'll well, either way, I'll report back and let you know the dealio. Okay, so I figured something out, and so far it's not looking great. You basically undo like a half turn, and the mounting ring, this thing comes off, and then you put the factory holder onto that, okay, and then you put the bulb back in, find the sweet spot, twist it, okay. Now, it seems fine, right? Except this gap right here, I was playing around with it on the factory bulb. On the factory bulb, there is no gap. See that? There's no gap. So what it's doing is it's causing the new bulb and this not to go in all the way to twist and lock. It's too thick. This part right here needs grinded down, or it's just not going to work. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about seeing if I grind this down, what would happen. I'm not sure. What do you think, Toby? We got our helper. Oh. Toby. Toby. Where you going? What do you think about this, buddy? No good, huh? I don't know. I don't know if I want to modify my factory pieces or not. I don't feel like I do. Maybe there's a different brand of LEDs that... I don't know. I don't know if it's this factory piece causing the issue or the fact that the aftermarket stuff is what it is. I'm not really sure. So like I said, I think I can get them to work if I file this little this lip right here down to about half of what it is. I just don't know if I want to do that. So I think I'm gonna look around for a couple more ideas first and kind of see what happens and go from there. I plugged it in. It is super bright. It seems nice and legit, but I just wish I could get them to work. So as of right now, at this exact moment, we're going to call this job a fail. If anyone has one of these, can reach out to me. If they've upgraded their bulbs to LEDs, please let me know. It seems like a bit of a nightmare. I guess, it's kind of what you get buying something that's somewhat of an off-brand, but I don't know. It's just a headlight. It shouldn't be that difficult, right? So, anyways, should I modify it, the factory piece, or just say screw it? Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next time. Alright guys, so I could not leave well enough alone, and I kept on fighting with it, and I got it dialed in just enough of a gap there, like barely a gap, that it actually fits in and locks in pretty good. So what I did, it was super simple. Anybody can do this. It's not hard at all. So we're just going to pop it off. So what I did, this right here, this raised round part right there, that's what the issue was. So what I did, I just took a piece of 150 grit sandpaper and I put it on a flat surface, and I just rubbed this back and forth on the sandpaper, and it honestly did not take off very much. I feel confident that the factory stuff will go right back in, no issues, because I thought it was going to need like half of that removed, but it was barely any. So I think we're back on track now, and let's go ahead and pop this sucker in and make sure it works, turn it on, and see what happens. Alrighty. Well, I had it. It's not wanting to go in anymore for some reason. I mean, it was really close. Maybe I should take a smidge more off. But you can never put it back on if you take too much off. So alright, let's go take a smidge more off. Alright. So yeah, anyways, we're just taking this and rubbing it on this here. So give it a try. What's up, Meemaw? You gonna help us out on this? You gonna help us out, Meemaw? Meemaw? This cat's named Mia. She was a stray that she was hanging around the house when we moved in, and shortly after she just hung around the house, and shortly after she got pregnant, we couldn't find her. She actually gave birth right where those jack stands are, I heard some weird crying one day in the wintertime, and she had like 6 or 7 kittens right there in the garage. So somehow she snuck in when I wasn't looking or something, and gave birth there. So we've had her ever since. She's a good cat. All right, come on. This shouldn't be that hard. Let's get this going. I think we need a little bit more. I'm gonna take a little bit more off, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, that's like pressed up against most of that. I feel like this should work. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, she's nice and tight too.
That's what she said!
We're in there, boys. I wonder what I want to do with this, all this plug stuff. I don't. These need to breathe. I wonder. I mean, what are you supposed to do with this? You know? That's not gonna do anything. I think this needs like this, and this boot, this dust cover, or whatever this is, needs cut out, is what I think. I don't know. Let's just see what happens for now. Definitely cannot be permanent like this, but whoa. Wow, there's a massive difference. I got an idea. Let's do before and after, because it's dark out now. I'm going to put the factory one back in. We're going to do a before and an after and see if it's worth it. That's what we're going to do. Because I don't really know what we're going to do with all this. I mean, that's got a fan in there. That's moving. That's a fan. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this isn't the play to do it on this type of vehicle, but I'm going to put the old one back in. We're going to go on a little, just a quick ride around the yard with the factory lights and do a comparison and see what happens. Alright, so camera's actually doing really good picking up light because it is not this bright out as it looks on the camera. But anyways, like I can barely see in front of me, and the factory headlights are doing absolutely nothing. Factory high beams. see during turns at all. Or turn them off, turn that on. You can see everything with the light bar. Here it is with the high beams. Can't even really tell a difference. Extremely bumpy back in this field. So as you can see, the light bar does literally almost everything. I'm thinking maybe we don't do the LED headlights. I don't know, man. I'm torn. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to let me know, what would you do? Put them in, try to figure out what to do with the dust cover, or just leave it as is. Let me know. We'll see you next time.